Today is October 9th, 10-9, and our title is Cloud Town. Now yesterday we had a little bit of practice with it because we did an actual castle on top of a cloud, but today we're going to be doing just a little town. So you're probably going to want to turn your sketchbook horizontally today so that you have some space to work with. 10-9, there's our date. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the actual clouds that we're going to base it on. So at the bottom, just using some curvy lines, some bumpy lines, you can make some different types of clouds. You want to put a couple of them together. They can overlap. That means one can go on top of another. Okay, you've got these all in here. Just curvy little lines like that. Okay. So now I've got my clouds. Let's go ahead and put just a couple lines inside to give it some more 3D look to it. Okay, and let's make your building. So how we're going to start the first building is I'm going to come right in the middle here between my two clouds, and I'm just going to make a line going straight up. Okay, then I'm going to come on the left and the right, and I'm going to make two lines going down, but they're going to be equal, straight down. Okay, so these should be equal lengths. Then I'm going to connect them at the top like this, like an arrow pointing up. Okay, looks to me like that middle line isn't exactly straight, so I'm going to come back in and erase it. And I'm going to fix that a little bit. Okay, that looks better to me. Alright, so now I've got the middle building. Let's make one on the left over here. So I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to bring one line straight up. And then I'm going to put a line on the left that's lower and a line on the right that's lower, but they're still going to be equal. And I'm going to connect them with angles, and it kind of looks like an arrow at the top. Okay, I'm going to do a second layer to this building, a second level. So I'm going to bring the middle line up. I'm going to come right to about the middle here and make another line, and the same thing on the other side, make a line, and then connect those with the arrow as well. So now I've got a building in the middle. I've got one over here that's got two levels. Okay, and I'm going to do a different one over here on the side. Okay, and how I'm going to do that one is I'm going to bring it up here and then here. And at the top, instead of angling it like an arrow, I'm going to curve it. I'm making a rounded building over here. Okay. To make the top, I'm going to come and I'm going to curve it, and I'm going to come around it just like a little ring. It's going right around it. Okay, just like that. And to make the rest of the top off of the curve, bring it straight up on both sides. And then I'm sure you can imagine from this point to this point, if this is curving here, well, this just needs to too. Okay, so now I have three buildings. I have 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and add some windows and such and some shading. So I'm going to add a little door on this one right there, and I'm going to shade that in solid right there. Just a curved line, looks like kind of like a cartoon, like a little mouse door. Let's add a couple windows, follow the angles. Okay, maybe a couple more here. Okay, let's go ahead and add some shading, and I think I'm going to put a door over here too. It's kind of hidden. Okay, put some windows on this one. Okay, so now that we've got some entrances and some windows and things like that, let's get our shading and we'll be finished. So I'm going to shade on the left side of this building, just a medium to light gray. Got that. There's both sides right there. Let's get the left side here. Coming all the way down. As you can see, I'm working really quickly straight down the middle, leaving room on the edges because I can go back later and add the edge and tidy that up a bit. Okay, so there's that one. And the last one, you're going to have some gradual shading from dark to light down the left side. So you're going dark, And as you move over, you should be lightening it up, just like that. And you should have some underneath on this lip right here. All the way across, just like that. Okay, last place you need some shading is underneath your clouds, and that's real easy. Just real quick little shading right underneath. Okay, be light with this. You don't have to press really hard. Just a quick little shade, like that. Okay? And there's your cloud town. So I'd like you to make one of these today. Please make sure you erase any lines or marks you don't need. Watch these angles. Make sure they're lining up as you move down. Don't forget your details like the doors and windows. And don't forget your solid, your gradual shading on the entire series of buildings.